Hi everyone and welcome back. Hi, how are you? How's it going? Today we're gonna dive into the dumpster pile of the single life, starting with our Georgia peach. I said peach, not garbage disposal. Miss Debbie. So she's getting her suitcase ready for her hot travel date to Miami. And that's honestly a lot of motion in the ocean for a first date to go all the way to Miami. But honestly, what am I saying? This is pretty tame for the show.
We're going to need another suitcase. Yep.
So anyways, she's packing her hats, her glitter bangle nonsense.
Petey might be happier with a little more space to protect him.
To meet her date.
My potential Mr. Somebody.
Ruben the Cuban.
We met on a dating site, and he seemed sweet like dark rum.
I hope she told this one her real age. Oh, and Julian, the third wheel / chaperone, will be joining the hijinks because he doesn't want Osama the sequel. So they're off to Miami.
Miami, I'd like to report some suspicious activity.
Don't say that on the plane.
So they land in Miami.
Miami, you're cuter than an interuterine.
And I forget, is Julian the only child? I wonder if she has another one and if that one's Debbie 2.0. Because Julian did not come out with her bubbly, rambunctious, gullible, and at times annoying spirit.
Really real.
You need to walk on your side. You better not come in.
Okay. I haven't had a drink yet. Gee whiz.
You look like you have.
And they arrive at their hotel, and from the looks of it, TLC did not pay for this one. And Debbie's excited, but nervous, normal.
Every man that has swept me off my feet has let me down.
So she arrives at her date, and Ruben looks adorable. He's got a shirt that looks like a painting threw up on him, and a little hat. And he's got presents and balloons and flowers. A real gem of a man, this one. And you'd think that this would be a match made in heaven for Debbie, and that she would have cartoon hearts popping out of her eyeballs or something. But no.
Usually I'm attracted to a gentleman that is conservative yet classy.
Says a lady that looks like she skins Muppets to make her outfits. Says a lady that has Petey the Peacock as a purse. Says a lady whose 2 shoe options for the night were gold glitter slides or pink tinfoil hobbit shoes. Girl, get out of here with that. Osama was not classy. He was not conservative. He looked like he fell out of the trash can. By the way, I think that Ruben and Osama look a little alike, don't you think?
So I'm like, what is this? It was almost like overkill.
So they go for some mojitos and are shimmying it up on the dance floor, chatting it up, giggling.
Healthy alcohol.
All right.
Getting a bit tipsy. It seems like they're having a good old time. And Debbie is concerned about being intimate with Ruben.
Is it physically possible I turn back into a virgin? Sometimes I wonder.
TMI, Debbie. TMI. All around, I think this is a good date. I give it a 5-star Yelp review for sure. So they end the night.
I've had a wonderful time.
Glad you're having a great time.
And it seems that Debbie got over his clown shirt and asked him to go on a second date.
I look forward to seeing you again.
How about tomorrow? We're going to get together. We're going to have tour Miami.
So things are looking good.
So far, it seems like he's making all the right moves, honey.
They end with an adorable kiss, and I hope these two make it. I think that they're good for each other. They seem to like each other. He can help her run her llama art thing that she wants to do, and they'll live happily ever after. So I need to take a minute because my dog Mango wants to tell you to like and subscribe. All right, let's get back to the show. So now let's talk about our new Cali girl, Natalie. So Natalie and Mama go out for breakfast.
Мы идем с тобой кушать очень хороший.
And who has salad for breakfast? Sorry, I'm not here to be a Judge Judy about breakfast. And just, it's a salad. So I honestly get very distracted by her hair extensions. I don't know if I love them or are repulsed by them. It's one of those life indecisions for me. So she's still on cloud nine from her Shakespearean death stare dinner.
The dinner party went great with Josh and his friends. And hopefully everything is coming together for us and my life in LA.
And she is over the moon about the fact that she's going to be in a horror movie. Well, she hasn't auditioned, so she might mess that up.
I have a chance to fulfill my dreams. Finally be accepted by acting industry and be a successful part of it.
Yes, first 90 Day, then a horror movie, then an Oscar-nominated movie, and a star is born. So Delusion here thinks that she's one step closer to being Mrs. Josh.
He's letting me into his life and he's painting a picture of us. It's just like great.
Well, I mean, you would think that this would be the case with the car and the apartment giveaway. But later in this episode, Josh reveals that he's one of those guys who likes to help women in need, I guess. But I don't think that necessarily translates to I want to get married or I want to take this to the next level. Regardless, Mama's heart is still with Michael, and honestly, she needs to cut it out with that.
А как Майкл? В любом случае, он всегда ко мне хорошо относился.
My mom does brings Michael a lot.
I mean, I get it. He did give Natalie a ring and a unicorn and brought Mama to the country, so I understand why she loves him that much. So she calls Mike on FaceTime for her Mama, and it appears that they're going to meet at some point. Anyway, stay tuned for that mess.
Mom is so attached to Michael. It means she won't be able to build connection with Josh.
That's because Mama knows that Josh is a fool. Cut to Josh meets up with his bro boys for some coffee, and they complain because Natalie is taking his time.
It's starting to affect everything.
And apparently calls him a billion times during the day for like really dumb crap.
Your phone is going off 10 times because she needed you to find her a ride somewhere.
And I get those calls too, but they're from a girl named Sally Mae. She really wants my money.
Like, I care for her. I'm helping her try to achieve her goals right now.
This sounds more like a Make-A-Wish speech than a man and adult woman. So his bro boys that seem more like TLC actors tell him that they think that Natalie is using him and doesn't really like Josh for Josh.
It's just starting to look really fishy.
Yeah, man.
We all know that she wants to be in our industry.
Boy, are they wrong. This chick probably practices her name with his last name on notebooks. So let's go to Veronica and baby Jamal. And Veronica, Jamal, Tim, and Louisa, his love interest, Tim's love interest, are going to go play pickleball.
How you feeling?
We're all right.
You have things to say to Tim?
You see how this is going to be.
And you can totally tell that Veronica is so much more into Jamal than he is into her. Girl, you really need to wipe that drool off your face. Anyway, so Tim wears a fashion don't. Also, I think that he needs some vitamins or something, maybe kale or an apple.
Has picked up the pieces at about last night. Shoot with a quarter conversation, man. If you ever have a question or...
So we still have tension between Jamal and Tim after their very mature boy fight at the bar. But they still play the game. Tim falls on the net. Jamal and Tim make up. Louisa hugs the log. Anyways, let's move on. So they go on a double din-din date, and there is a major steak dilemma. Honestly, there are so many steak dilemmas on the show.
Together, right? I've worked in restaurants, so okay.
Appetit. Enjoy.
Did you get raw? Because mine is raw.
It can honestly be its own cast member. Tim here doesn't know how he likes his steak. Yeah, and asks Veronica how he likes his steak.
You know what you want?
I want a filet. You know how I like my steak, Veronica. Which one is it? I can't ever remember.
And it fires up Jamal. And match point for Tim, I guess. So Jamal and Tim continue their passive-aggressive sword fighting. Okay, so to make an awkward date more awkward, Veronica lets Louisa know that she understands the weirdness of Tim and hers relationship.
Si tú te sientes incómoda, tú me dejas saber, ni le tienes que decir a él.
And, I like that. I like that she said that to Louisa. This could have been a girly bathroom trip, but here we are. So Jamal still has hangups about dating a woman that has such a strong relationship with their ex. Apparently there's a fight about it in the next episode.
It's a choice I made.
All right, we'll keep making those choices and see what it does to us, because it's just weird.
And listen, I get it. I dated a guy who had a really weird ass relationship. I mean, really weird. And I couldn't get past it. Like, no. Call me crazy. I just could not handle it. And this is why we're not talking now. Okay, so last and least on the roster is John, aka the adult pigpen, and Megan. And Megan really reminds me of Emily. Am I the only one that feels that?
Have deodorant? Oh, you do? Can I have one sent to me, please?
Wait a minute. A few days have passed since he actually got there. Are you telling me that he still hasn't gotten deodorant? What, do drugstores not exist in San Antonio? Why, yes. Yes, they do. Have you at least gotten toothpaste? Like, why am I not surprised with this one? So his storyline for this episode is the fact that he's meeting Megan's daughter.
I wouldn't meet the daughter. If you guys break up, then you're going to be gone. And now she's a part of the whole thing.
And I totally agree with this one for once. Okay, so I'm no parent and I'm not married, but I don't think that you should introduce your child this early on in the relationship. I mean, you don't know where it's going. You don't really know this person because honestly, you don't know people's true colors right away. I mean, remember Jeffrey? She's never really spent time outside of vacation time with him. Like, you want to introduce a practically male stranger to your little daughter without really knowing the guy. On top of that, your daughter has special needs, and you think that he's just going to automatically fit the daddy role. Honestly, it's being selfish because you aren't really thinking about your child's needs, but more about this family image that you have in your head. So he meets his daughter, and I honestly don't want to spend much time with this because it really upsets me when these couples drag their kids into this situation and are being filmed without their true consent. It just doesn't sit right with me. So we didn't get Chantel this week, but I'm sure she and her future ex-husband are up to some shenanigans, so we'll see them in the next episode. And guys, that's it for the week. Thank you so much for stopping by. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and hit the little ding-a-ling so you don't forget about me. All right, thank you so much, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.